guys, it's Stephanie here in the same shirt again. Sorry, not really. I have time to film right now, so it's just gonna happen. I'm too lazy to change my shirt, so yeah, here we are. This is going to be a abbreviated February TBR, meaning it's not every book that I'm going to or hoping or planning on reading this month, partly because I don't really know what all the books that I really want to read this month. I'm kind of struggling a little bit here. So yeah, I picked out a few though that I would definitely like to get read this month. One of which I don't own, which we'll just start with, which is Reaper of Souls by Rena Barron, I believe. I can never remember her name for some reason, and it's kind of annoying, and my computer's dead, and so yeah, I believe it's Rena Barron. It comes out on February 16th. Cannot wait. It is the sequel to Kingdom of Souls, which I freaking loved. I read it last year. It was amazing. So good. Would highly recommend to anyone who loves fantasy. It is YA fantasy, but honestly, it's I'm really picky when it comes to YA fantasy lately, and by lately I mean for like the last year or two. So yeah, I'm going to be reading Reaper of Souls this month because nothing will stop me from getting that book. Now for my TBR, my physical TBR, I know I'm gonna end up reading some audiobooks and everything, and probably some poetry collections that I haven't actually seen yet, or some that I've saved on script actually, probably. So yeah, and this month I want to read This Is How You Lose Time War by Amal El-Mutar and Max Gladstone. I actually have already started this. This is a sci-fi, and I'm almost 40 pages into it. This is not a book that at least for me, that I can just like fly right through. Like it takes a little bit longer to read this one. It's not very big though, it's less than 200 pages, so yeah. Definitely want to finish this one this month. I'm really enjoying it. I did try the audiobook for it, I believe last year, but I was having a really hard time, and I was really confused with what was going on. So I would definitely recommend reading it instead of doing the audiobook. I'm having a much better experience physically reading this book, so yeah. The next book I have on my list is The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. This is a book that has been on my TBR for quite a while. I kept eyeing it over and over again, and then it was on a buy one get one 50% off table at Barnes & Noble, so I naturally picked it up, so yeah. Looking forward to that one. This one I just started last night. It's No Be So Fierce, the terrifying true story of the Champawat tiger, the deadliest animal in history, by Dan Huckelbridge. And okay, I need give you guys just a little bit of backstory, and that is when I was very young. So young that my parents honestly didn't think that I was gonna pay attention to the movie at all. I watched the movie The Ghost in the Darkness with them, which is about the Tsavo man-eating lions, and ever since then I think my dad said I was like 3 at the time or something like that, so I was really young, and I just have always remembered really enjoying it. I actually finally watched it again last year for like the first time since I had originally seen it. So like I didn't really remember anything about the movie except that I remember really enjoying it as a child. But ever since then, like I've always found like man-eating cats very interesting and fascinating. So this book hits me right in that little sweet spot, which is incredibly hard to feed, for lack of a better word. This is just incredible. So far at least, I'm about 50 pages into it. This tiger is estimated to have killed 436 people in a region of Nepal and in northern India. So it's really excellent. If you find this remotely interesting, like this topic, I would highly recommend this one at this point, but I definitely want to finish reading it. It's only like 250 pages, and then they have like reference material on the back and everything. So yeah, this is excellent so far, and I definitely want to finish it this month. The next book I have here is also another nonfiction. Now this one I actually was I had read most of it actually. I still have the page tabbed. I got over 100 pages into this book years ago, like a long time ago. This book is how many pages? Not counting the notes and acknowledgements. This book is only 231 pages, and that is The Woman Who Would Be King, Hatshepsut's Rise to Power in Ancient Egypt. I'm sure I said her name wrong. It's written by Kara Cooney. And I remember really loving this. It was actually a really fast read, especially for nonfiction. I tend to find a lot of nonfiction is much slower going, but for me, at least when I originally read the first 120 pages, like years ago, I think it was probably like 6 years ago or something crazy like that. I brought it and I read it during lunch at work and stuff like that. So yeah, I do want to finish this book. I actually am going to start it over from the beginning since it's been so long since I've read it. I don't really remember too much, but I really have always been fascinated by ancient Egypt. So this is just, I'm looking forward to it. And I have quite a bit of nonfiction that I do want to read. Like I want to learn things. Okay, I want to learn things. I want to know things. I love fiction, but I also like want to find some good nonfiction that I also enjoy. So I know that one is a good pick. It's short, which I find that I have a really hard time with longer nonfiction. So trying to do shorter nonfiction to kind of get my feet wet. We'll see how it goes. And the last book that I have here chosen is Knight's Ransom by Jeff Wheeler. This is the first book in the first Argentines series. I can't remember how many books are supposed to be in this. This just came out on January 26th. This one was actually sent, it was unsolicited, and it was sent from Amazon Publishing, 47 North. It actually sounds really good. So I definitely want to read this month. It sounds really excellent, honestly. It's only 400 pages, so it's larger, but it's not like huge or anything. So yeah, I shouldn't have a problem getting through this month. But yeah, that's the last book for me for this video, at least. I'm sure there are many other books that I'll read. As far as how many books I'll read this month, who knows? I'm hoping for at least 8, but I am hoping to also push it into the double digits. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go now because my husband promised to take me to the bookstore today. So bookstore for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. This is my TBR. Maybe you'll see me later. If not, bye.